Good morning everyone, and welcome to the outbound leg of my morning commute. Still dark, and straight away after maybe 100-200 meters of warm up, I'm facing a moderate incline, as you can see, up Durham Road. It's quite challenging as a first stretch, but I do like to start straight away with a good rhythm, as I found out that it's better for the whole route starting quite strong, not too strong because I'm still cold, but on a good rhythm to maintain throughout the whole route. This is a nice moderate uphill segment to start breaking the rhythm. It's not a busy segment. Try to be in a top tier every day on the daily ranking. Overall, I'm in 15th place on this one. It's a nice short segment. Again, not many compete on this one. This beautiful stretch is next to the Wimbledon Common. Great location, and I used to track my progress here on every change I made to the bike fit, tracking whether the position on the cleats or position on the bike made any improvement, because it's usually a quiet road, quite a nice stretch, so I could compare on this segment the progress on any changes I made on the bike. This is leading to maybe the first strong effort on my ride is Parkside, which is a nice stretch. It's a 2 kilometers ride, highly contested, a lot of cyclists ride past. The Ride London race goes through that section as well, and is one of my highlights of the day, where I try to push a bit harder to make a decent time. I usually arrive here quite tired. I got the 4th time this year, and I always like to push a little bit harder on this one because I really enjoy it. I haven't got much time to recover though, because there's another section really nice going down to Putney. It's a slight downhill where you can reach a good speed. There's a bus lane. I could go on the other end to Wandsworth, but I managed to get a KOM that side. These fast sections are very useful to test your position on the bike, to make sure that I can go on the tops or the drops and make a smooth transition between the two. To maintain a good speed on a longer stretch on a flat, ideally you want to be as aerodynamic as possible. I do prefer the drops, and I found out that my position, especially on the canyon, is good to make a good transition between the two hands position on the handlebar. From now on, traffic increases dramatically. Putney High Street is always congested, so every care is needed to survive that piece of stretch. Putney Bridge will lead me to another quite a nice effort, a segment where I like to push myself a bit harder. Now I'm fully warm, and is down there at the traffic light. There's a pub called Temperance, so someone called that segment Temperance, of course, Sprint of the Lights. So far I got the first time of the year, and it's a highly contested segment. Every day there's 300-400 cyclists going past. Every day I like to be, if not on top, towards the top, but you know, it doesn't matter. If I'm not on the top that day, I will look at the rankings and I will start swearing in Italian, so no one will understand anyway. Ma va! going through the posh part of London, going through Chelsea, Fulham, coming up to Hyde Park, where I will cross the park. What I noticed, especially in this area, because it's quite popular with commuters on the bike, is that true commuters don't recognize me as one of them. I do like, as you know, to ride with full cycling gear. Today, for example, I'm on my Canyon bike, while the traditional commuters would be maybe on a hybrid bike or single speed, or if it's a road bike, it's fully kitted for the winter with mud guards, bags maybe, and they do wear mostly utilitarian clothes. It looks like I'm like an unwanted guest. They look at me and say, oh, what are you doing here? Because they don't know that I'm actually going to work. I'm not going out for a ride. And there's this kind of behavior where a traffic light, they always move further forward than me, thinking maybe I'm going to mess up the clipping and slow them down. Well, sometimes I do mess up the clipping, but that's another issue. And this is easily the best part of my commute. Cutting through Hyde Park is really refreshing every morning, seeing this beautiful scenery. And at the same time, I do have a very nice segment here. It's a stretch on a cycle path. Quiet in the morning, I can push myself. Again, tend to look at this segment quite often. I'm usually in the top tier. I will cut through the park and going north through Maida Vale and St John's Wood. This is the first half of the commute where I push myself a little bit harder. I know the segments, I do them every day, and I can track my progress to see, as mentioned, if any changes in the position where you ride, tops or the hoods, make any difference, or at the same time if any position on the bike in terms of setting or fit has had any effect. It's easy, if you go through the same segments every day, to notice every small difference that make a significant impact on the performance, the average speed, and how you perform on a specific section. After I cross Marylebone Road, the situation changes dramatically. Much less cyclists on the road, traffic increases, the school run is on, near pass is quite a challenging situation going north. I don't challenge myself on any segments here. You might find the odd rider that had a early run at Regent's Park, so sometimes I see them going uphill on Finchley Road. Apart from that, traffic is high and you need to pay the necessary care. Cycling uphill on Finchley Road. I mean, what is cycling without a bit of a hill? Bit of struggle. After conquering Finchley, I will go down to Golders Green, and I'm almost there for work. So it's a nice ride, about 14 miles, 23 kilometers every day. I will then go to work, or what I consider to be that period between the two rides. See you to the next video. Ciao.